Hey everyone, my name is Lucy May, but you can call me Lou if that's what you want to do, and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing another makeup look, which is this teal, goldish, orangish makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Hey, jumping right into the video, we're going to start off with our eyes. So as always, I'm going to prime. This is my P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 2, and with a brush I'm going to apply that to my lids, and as always we're going to go under the brow with this. On to shadow, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, and I'm going to use that teal blue shade called Axis, and I'm going to apply that in my crease. And of course I'm going to build it up until it's the shade that I like. I don't know about y'all, but the Subculture palette did it for me. I don't know what happened or what the girls was talking about, but it did it for me. It always has. Okay, on to shade number 2. This is New Wave in the same palette. It's a orangey yellow shade, and I'm going to just graze that on the outer part of where we put that teal blue shade. And I want this to be blown out. I really don't want it to be too intense. So off camera, I did blend it out a little bit because like I said, I want this color to be blown out. And I'm not taking it all the way into my inner corner. It's just going to be on the middle to the end of the eye. I'll show you. It was a little hard to see, so I dimmed my lights just a little bit so that y'all could see that color. Now you see what I mean? It's just from the middle to the end of my eye. It's not all the way in the inner corner. Now going back into that shade Axis, I'm going to put that on my outer V. I'm also going to take Fudge onto my outer V as well, right next to that shade Axis. And be careful because, yeah, it's pigmented. I didn't realize it was going to be that pigmented, but I did blend it out. You want to make sure that the Axis shade and Fudge are blended together so there's no harsh lines. Onto our lid shade. This is the Makeup Revolution palette in collaboration with Patricia Bright, her Rich in Life palette, and I'm going to take that shimmer shade called Diamonds for Breakfast, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. For this shimmer shade, I would recommend using your fingers because I tried to apply it with a brush and it just wouldn't pick it up, so your fingers was best. You can also maybe wet your brush and try it that way, but I still recommend you using your fingers. Now I'm going to go back into that Fudge shade so that I can marry our lid shade and the Fudge shade together. Also want to reapply some of that shimmer shade just so everything looks together. I didn't want one to be more intense than the other, so you're going to see me apply it again, and we're about to see the final result. Now we're moving on to lashes. These are just some no-name lashes I got from AliExpress, and I'm going to use my black duo glue with the pink writing. Oh, and before I apply my lashes, I'm just going to put some mascara on. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And these are the eyes with the lashes. So now we're going to move on to the face. But before we move on to the face, before I forget, we're going to do the brows. Almost forgot. We're going to do the brows. Today I'm doing something a little different with my brows. This is the Makeup Revolution Soap Styler, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to spray it a little bit just to get it going, and then I'm going to brush up my brows with a spoolie, and then I'm going to go in with the product, which is the soap styler. Now you can leave them like this, but I'm not. I'm still going to apply my brow pencil. This is the Item Brow Chow Ultra Fine Definer in Deep Brunette, and I'm just going to apply this just as I would regularly. But the only difference is that I'm not going to brush up my brows so much because I have that product in there, and they're pretty much like almost plastered to my face, so I don't have to keep brushing it up. And I'm just going to fill my brows in like I normally would. These are the brows, and this is what the eyes look like. So now we're going to move on to the face. This is my orange corrector from LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm just going to take this in the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm going to blend it out. The footage of me applying my face primer, don't know where it's at, don't even know if I recorded it, but all I did was apply the Tarte base tape all over my face, rubbed it in, boom, that was it. Didn't really miss nothing. So all I'm going to do is take this flat concealer brush and blend out my inner corners, but you don't want to blend it out too much. Now for foundation, this is the L'Oreal TruMatch in the shade W7, and I'm going to pour some of this on the back of my hand and dot it all on my face, and with a brush I'm going to blend it out. Make sure when you're applying your foundation, you go down onto your neck and on your ears. For concealer, this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer in the shade C10. I'm going to apply this under my eyes, on my forehead, bridge of the nose, and tip of the nose. And of course, I'm going to use a brush to blend it all out. To set that concealer, we're going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm going to set everywhere we put that concealer. Now onto contour. This is the LA Colors I Love Makeup Contour Palette. I'm going to take that shade right there, and I'm going to apply this on the sides of my cheeks, around the perimeter of my forehead, and down my nose. Are you surprised that I'm not cream contouring? I am, because normally I cream contour, but today I was like, nah, that's okay. Only powder contour. For bronzer, I'll be using the Makeup Revolution in collab with Rachel Leary Ultimate Goddess palette, and I'm going to take the shade Indulge and Bronde. I'm going to mix those two, and that's going to be our bronzer. Using that same palette, I'm going to use that shade Rosé for my blush. I'm only going to use a little bit of this because it's already pigmented enough and I don't want it to be too pink, so I'm only going to use a little bit. Now we're going to finish off the eyes, so let me zoom you in real quick. I'm going to go back into the Subculture palette and use New Wave, and I'm just going to apply this under the eyes. And when I show you when we're finished, it's really going to tie into what's on that outer part of the eyes. And look at that, chef's kiss. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you back out so we can finish the face. I'm trying to decide what highlighter I want to use. All from the same palette. So this gold shade is Ultimate Goddess. The next one is Glaze, which is that white one. And then this last one is Aphrodite. So out of all three of them, I think I'm going to do Aphrodite, which is the pink one. And I'm going to apply that with my fan brush. So I'm just going to apply that to the highest points of my face. So the sides of the cheeks. I'm going to apply a little bit above my brows, tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, and Cupid's bow. Now that I'm all glowy and stuff, we're gonna move on to lips. So for lips, I'm gonna use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Maroon, and I'm going to line my lips with this. I was trying to get the cap off, and then update, I freaking broke it. So there's that. I'm gonna line my lips with this. Sorry, I'm out of focus. I was real concentrating real hard right here. And then what I just did was take a lip brush and blended that liner onto my lips, just so we could create like that ombre. So that's what it looks like blended out. For lipstick, this is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss Cream Lipstick in Bow and Arrow. I'm going to apply this to the lips. Now, this was darker than what I thought it was going to be, and I'm just going to add something over top of it, only in the center. So I'm going to add the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in Matte Cadamian, and I'm only going to apply that to the center, and I'm going to blot it. I already know I was going to apply a gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Ice, and I'm just going to blot that onto my lips. And for setting spray, this is the Benefit Professional Super Setter. This was my first time using it, so I had to make sure it was working. I really didn't like this that much. The mist just wasn't misting enough for me. So I'm going to take my fan and fan it down. Let me go get cute. I'll be right back. And this is the final look. Y'all like my new hair? It's the bob for me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I really love this like orange on the outer part, and then on the under eye. Love that for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Everything I use today will be listed down below, so go check that out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.